Okay guys, I'm back. So I have this one finished, and then I found this piece hanging around, and so I thought I'm going to make another one. And this was a quilt piece, a real quilt piece. And so there's the two different kinds, but I had a couple of questions to say. First of all, Poodle Girl 55 said that she puts between the batting and the fabrics, she puts a piece of interfacing down so that it will be flatter. It will lay flatter. Now, I had already put this one together, but I was thinking what I did on here, I went ahead and stitched around it, like a back stitch here. I was hoping that this would give it a little bit of a stability, and then when I sew it, this is the other one. When I sew it, hopefully it will be, I'm going to bring you down some more. Okay, so when I sew it, see if I can get the light a little better there. Oh, it doesn't look that good, does it? Okay, so then when I sew it, if I think that this is the bottom and do more emphasis on that, hopefully we'll see. It's already working better because I did more, I put more, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well, duh, wait, I should keep my finger right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I did 11 cuts in it. So I think that also helps it to stand up better. Okay, this one, this one I only did, let's see, keep my hand here. Let's go like this so I can see it better. This one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one only had 7. So you see the difference. Come up a teeny tiny bit, so you can see the difference here. So that helps you. I think this helps it hold it up, stand up better. Okay, so oh, and the next question was for Carolyn Hamilton. Oh, I can't make it flat. So make it flat. Okay, so why you can't see the knots on either stitching was because when I go to sew, I don't think I would have done it. I have this guy here. I have a needle here. So what I do when I go to sew, so when I want to tie off, so let's say it was right here, I would just put the needle through here and just pull it out, and no, I don't worry about tying a knot. So then I would pull it through, then I would cut the string off, and it would get lost in here because we're going to do so much stitching on this that nothing's going to come apart. So that why bother with the knotting, especially because my hands hurt. So I thought I'll just do it that way. Okay, so we're on to the next phase, and I'm thinking I'm going to do this one. I'm going to try and keep it, I'm going to try and go with reds and whites on this, with black maybe some, if I want some more, if I want to put some more fabric, I want to use script, okay? And this one I'm going to do blue and white. So the next thing I do is to layer up, I think about lace. So this is how I do it. So you can do whatever you want. You could put other fabrics down, but I'm going to work on lace right now. So I have this doily. Now it's kind of big, but it might look nice over here just because this is kind of, bigger. So I'm thinking I'm going to put this doily, and what I will do is I'm going to just make sure it's right side up, and then I'm just going to go and sew this all around here to tack it down like that. I'm thinking. I have all this lace over here, tons of lace. Go up a little bit more. Can I go up? I don't think I can go up more. Okay, so now over here, I'm thinking about, I do have this guy. I might put him over the edge. So what I do on the edges, you're going to see, is I drape stuff over, or I'm just going to, I don't know, we'll just see what I do, because I think I've done it different on each one. So this guy's kind of cute right here, like that. Oh, I also have this guy. Isn't how pretty he is. He could go right in the middle. I might put this right in the middle of the bowl. Kind of like either on the outside or the inside, doesn't matter. So I probably want, this is the better stitching because this is the, you know, the underside stitching. So I might keep that here like that. And then I was going to maybe put him here. I also have some white. This is some pretty white lace like this. Over here, I might put this guy, maybe just like that. And I might decide I want to put some more fabric. So just a moment. Okay, I'm back. I got some more fabrics here. So it's kind of hard because you have to think, maybe I'll do some fabric first just because, I don't know why. I liked this guy right here because of these little things on here. Wrong one. So I might put this over here like that. The thing is, you're going to want to cover some of this, these things here, because you don't want it to know. We don't want them to know what we did. So I'm going to come and I'm just going to figure out. I also have some pretty blue dyed stuff here, lace. So what you do next is you just find bits and pieces of things that you think you might like. And then we're going to, so taking this guy kind of like this, let's go like that. Oh good, I could tear it. I was kind of worried about that for a minute. Okay. All right, let's think about this piece here. Let's go over here. Oh yeah, and then I need some script. So now I'm going to put some of this stuff on here, but I don't want to cover all the pretty flowers, I don't think. So I might go like that, stitch this one down, maybe bring it over just because then it covers the raw edge a little bit. So I'm just goofing around right now because I don't really know how it's going to all turn out. And we want this guy on there too, right? Remember? Like that. Or maybe he was going to go in here like that. Okay, so let me go and just mess around with this a little bit, and I'll come back and show you what I decided to do. Get it going the right way here. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to show you what I've been doing. So I put on some pieces, and I just stitched it whichever way you want. Doesn't matter. This one too, I put this. So I'm trying to cover the seams where the seams are. Okay. Now, instead of putting knots, this is what I was going to show her like this. So I've gone all around that. I'm just going to, well, I still have a little bit on here. I'm going to still cut it off. Okay, so let's say you go, I kind of went just going like this. Then I'm going to come, just keep doing this a little bit. And then I might go, might even do it twice here. And then I'll just shoot it over here. Then I'll just cut this off like that, okay? So now I'll show you what I did here. So this one, I left this up because I may or may not have this come over. I haven't decided. I have to wait till I do the other side, see what I'm gonna do. Up here, this one I thought I would have it come over like that, so I pinned it down. So we'll work on this one right here. And I'll show you what, I have to thread a new needle. As you can see, I like this needle. I don't know if you can tell how bent it is. It's like, because I put too much pressure on it, I'm sure I will break it soon. And then I got to figure out what size it is and what kind it is and all that. Okay, so I'm going to start under here somewhere and get the, try and get the knot in there. Now this, hopefully it's not a big knot. Sometimes if you pull it carefully, yeah, it's not going to go through. Sometimes it will go through and you can get it caught between the batting, but we'll just take this guy, go over there. Come on, man. Okay. So now I'm just going to, I'm not trying to be perfect. These are supposed to be rustic. Now, if you want them to be perfect, you can make them perfect. You can, you know, sew them in perfect lines and stuff, but I don't know. Like this looks really good because I went one way, but as you see, this is going to all be covered up, and so it's not going to really matter. So I'm just sewing this down. Because on top of this, there's going to be more stuff. There's going to be, you know, flowers or suffix puffs. So, you know, that's why I wouldn't worry about everything being, you know, like this. You might not like the seam right here, but it's probably going to be covered up with something. And if not, then you can come back and sew it a different way. And I think this might be the inside, but I always sew it, you know, like I don't want to sew it in here like that. That's too hard. So I turn it back this way. When I sew the other side with some stuff, I will turn it the other way so that the red part's outside. Ouch, just poked myself. It goes much faster once you get the sides down, obviously, because I can put more on the needle, you know. But right now I'm just doing the sides. And I decided to use this ecru color perlé just because I wanted to. I don't want it to all be the same. Okay, now I can take that guy out. There's a pin, super small pin, so I didn't want to lose them. So I'll take this guy too. Where are you at? I'll leave him up like this for a minute just because I'm not sure. Now see over here, I'm going to go. Now I'm just going to do a bunch of stitches at once. Ouch. Just like that. Oh, got it on. I got unthreaded. Here we go. All right, yeah, I'm going back this way now. So now we're gonna go. Might as well get these edges again. Like that. And all this extra stitching just makes it sturdier, you know, it helps it, it's what helps make it the shape you want. Let's say we don't like that guy right there. Let's do it a couple times. All right, so now, what did I do? Okay, I'm just gonna do any which way. It's so quiet, I'm sorry. So you just go every which way till you're happy with. You can put more stitching, less stitching, put enough in until you get to where you're doing, you know, till you're getting to the end and you think, oh, well, maybe I want more stitching here. Then you'll put more stitching in. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you know, you do. So now I'm going to run out the thread just because, I don't know, because there's hardly any on here. So I'm just going to kind of go all over. And then when I want to cut it, I'll just cut it, or I'll just let it go till the end. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's a neutral color, but it's just kind of going. It's probably good enough. Okay, so I left this still too until I figure out what I want to do on the other side. So those are done. See, we covered up. We still have this right here to work on. These, just one here, one there. This is the one here, and then that's it, I think. So now I have this cute piece here. I really like this instead of the other doily thing. So I'm going to use this. Okay, this is the right side. Okay, so I think we have these two to cover up, and I'm thinking if I maneuver it properly, we can cover it. Yep, just like that. So I'm going to take this guy. Now see, over here, this will end up getting covered up, it looks like. I'm just gonna go like that. I'm gonna do the same thing here, but you know, obviously it'll be, I have to make a little bit, I wanna make sure that I cover, you know, wanna make sure that I catch everything. So I just have to make sure I get all these little things, okay? And I might take notice when I'm doing this. So we're getting to the bottom here, it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna probably try and get this to be more, you know, sew it kind of like that or something so that it's starts getting an idea that it's going this way. And I'm going to leave this here. I'm sure I'm pulling this over, but I'm not sure because see here, I want to make sure that I'm covered with that. Now, I'm kind of torn in here because I really like this fabric. So part of me is thinking maybe I'll just use the same fabric and cut out roses and put them around, or use the fabric to so that I'm not using, like this has different kinds of, I was going to use different stuff with red, but I'm thinking I'm just going to use this red fabric, which I know I have some pieces of it somewhere, to do the same thing that I just did. So I will be back in a few minutes and we'll just see how it goes. Well, it'll be just a second for you. Okay, guys. Hi. I realized at the beginning of this, I forget where I'm at in my recording of the, you know, of the stuff. I forget where I'm at. And so I forgot it was the beginning of a video. So hi, Pam from Central California, which is way in the video, but you know, it happens. Anyway, so I finished this part here. As you can see, I have a light over there. So now I need to decide if I'm going to go finish embellishing the inside with stuff, or do I want to go to the outside? And part of me thinks, I don't know. Okay, I think I'm going to finish this part on the inside. Now, I have to decide, I think I want the red part on the outside. I think, so this will be the inside. So to figure out what I want to put on the inside for embellishments, I'm going to have to, let me move this over a little bit. I'm going to have to look at it like it's this way. So I've got a few things here that I've pulled out. I don't know, let's see, is this as high as it goes? Guess it is. Okay, it's still pretty dark. Oh, so it's 4:30 a.m. So it's early. I pulled out some things. When I was playing around, I started to think, well, it's boring, just black and white. So I might add some of Chrissy's little guys in here. I have a bunch of stuff here I took out, but I'm thinking I'm trying to get it too white. It's too white, but we'll see what we do here. I got some little. All right, so here's some things I had pulled out. I think I'm going to have one of Chrissy's things because it's fun. Does it say? And it has some writing on it. So I think I'm going to put this in here like that. So now it's going to be really hard to figure this out, to see what I'm doing, I think. So I'm just going to scatter this around. I don't want to cut. Okay, what's hard is It's getting kind of monotone. I guess that's what I'm going for to see if I like it. So I have that guy over there. I have some suffix puffs that are dark that could bring up some of the interest here. They're not, like this might be a really dark blue, but it's good enough for me. I mean, it kind of looks, it's good enough. I might put it on this side like this, like that. Maybe that guy in there. No, that's a green, but it's dark. Okay. I might have that right like that. Looks better because it kind of covers some of this up right there. Now, I think it will get more precise on what colors I want to use now, like on my threads. So I'll probably make sure that now whatever I stitch here, like see this right here, kind of looks a little bit crazy, right? Like, I mean, it doesn't look crazy. It just looks messy. So I think I'm going to really try and do some of this to where it looks nice. Where's that one thing? I had a thing here. Where'd it go? More of these. I think those are too dark. All right, I lost something. Now I did have this guy too, field notes. Maybe I should do a couple of these in here. If you go over his side, it's kind of hard to... It looks like it's not right, but see, all this is going to maybe be folded down or cut off, so it will look more normal. Believe me. So maybe I'll put a couple of these in there. I'm going to have to buy more, Chrissy. Okay, let's go like that, like this. Okay, now, if you want to do something like that, what she's done here, apparently, is she just added scraps of paper together, then she just sewed around, as you can see on her sewing machine. Then she did a little bit of hand stitching. So you can just make it however you want to. This one too. See, she just goes around in circle, like, see what she did? If you don't have, you know, you don't have to have exactly what I have, but if you want to put something like this in here. So I think I was thinking, where's that one part? It's right here, I think. Yeah, so I was going to put one like this. I'm going to try and keep it, some of this, on the walls of the jar, or the jar, on the walls of the bowl here, just so it looks like it's okay, you know. So I'm going to go like that. I'm going to take a couple. I'm going to put one maybe like this. And then I do have a white one. Here, I'm going to break this up over here instead. Have that like that maybe. Maybe this guy like that. And I have another one here. Put it all on one side. It might make it look. Okay. Now I wanted to put, I had that other thing. I don't know where it went. I do like the flower. Maybe I'll put a flower down there like this. That will be too much of the same, I think. I do have this guy, but I'm thinking I'm saving that for more the outside. I don't know, I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to have him in here like that. Maybe I should put one over here too. I don't know. Kind of... Okay, well, I'm thinking. Or maybe I don't want to have all that on there. I'm trying to figure out if there's too much of the same thing. That could be up like this. This could be just like that on the wall. Then I kind of like the writing in the center, so I don't know if I want to put anything in there. So I'm thinking this is what I'm going to do, like that. I can always add more. So I'll sew that, and I'll come back, and the last part of the video will be what I've done here, and then because I know some people are following along and want to make their thing too. So, and then I'll come back. I mean, I'll be done. Still thinking. Or we could put this in the middle like that. put it over so we still see some of the letters. And we could put this guy like that. Might be too much, huh? I kind of want to see the writing in there. So I think that's it. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I will be back. Oh, wait, this is what I was looking for, this other guy here. So let's see. So this is like got a lot of that stuff right there. So maybe I can put this guy over here, this guy in here. It might be too much, I don't know. I'm just thinking. Plus I know it's a little bit hard for you to see it because it's, you know, a bowl. I don't know. I'll come back once I've got it all situated. So that's the next part, is you're going to put on some little fun stuff here. And then this, on this part, you're going to, this is where you do the fun, the, you know, more, the stitching that's going to be seen, not in the background. So, so I will do more creative, like I probably will do little teeny stitches around this. And then I'll just sew it down just like this, with just sort of not invisible, but just not anything too fancy. This one I'll just sew down normal. This one I'll go around here, but I don't think I'm going to put any color. I don't know. And then I will come back and then do some other stitches like X's or what have you, to kind of lighten it, or, you know, make it look interesting. So here, see if we got better lighting over here. I have this weird contraption to see if I can get the lighting better. Oh, there you go, a little bit better. Okay, so like I said, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna stop for today just because my hands are really hurting me. And so, but I thought, look at the paint on here. It's clean, it just has paint on there. So I wanted to show you a couple ideas I had. First of all, I'll show you what I did in there. See, here's what it's looking like, but I'm gonna turn it like this. This is how I was working on it. So I put a couple of Chrissy's from Chrissy's Attic on here, 2 of them. And then I forgot that I had, years ago, I'd purchased some, I called them, I looked for vintage woven labels, clothing labels or whatever. And I had this one, I thought it went perfect. So I wanna tell you guys, don't forget to look for things like this, clothing labels. That are interesting. Also, selvages. I want you to start looking at things differently now. So if you're a seamstress and you buy fabrics, you're going to have something like this at the end of a lot of them. Even some that have some. Here's another one. Even some that have some really cool writing. I had that somewhere, but. Cut them off and keep them. Use them in your crafting, because this would be really cool. I'm not using that one right now. I thought I had one at one point that had shades of gray, but and then I put this guy on over here. I did some little I did a lazy daisy, and I did over here. I'm gonna bring you in farther so maybe I don't have to. So over here, so there's that label. Over here, I did a lazy daisy right there. I sewed around them with, you know, a contrasting color, and then I just tried invisible stitch to get it down so it wasn't poofy. Over here, I did another lazy daisy. And I just sewed this. Now on Chrissy, she had put in the X's, so I like that. Let's see, where's that? Over here, I added, you can't really tell, but I know, I added some, it was running out this thread here, so I just added some extra rows of the red stitching. So I'm not done with this, but my hands are hurting and they have to rest. So come back up now, like that. So I want to encourage you now, let's say you don't have any, let's say you want to do the idea of the script, but you don't have any fabric. Especially if you're some kind of if you're a paper crafter or so, get some muslin or whatever fabric, and then just stamp stuff, but use the, what do you call it? The permanent ink, you know, on the stamp pads, and maybe even iron it after you're done on the other, you know, set it in there and use that for your little snippets. You don't have to buy You don't have to, get specialty fabric or anything. I just had this and I wanted to do writing. So just stamp, if you have like some of those stamps that have writing on it, just use that, or just use if you had black and white, or like a grayish color or whatever, you can use, like, this is a stamp she put on here, this guy right here, it's a bumblebee bee, or like that, where she put field notes. You can do that. So there's lots of ways to do this project that doesn't require you to buy stuff. A friend of mine, she had this really cool shirt that I was really always into, but it had lace on it. It was really cool. And then something happened. I don't know if something happened and she ended up just giving away the Goodwill. I go, what'd you do that for? Give it to me. I can use that stuff and break it down and make stuff out of it. And she goes, I forgot that. So yeah, I mean, if you have like old pieces of clothing that, for whatever reason, you can do stuff with all, you could put down, if you cut out the buttonholes. I mean, there's many things you could do that aren't just this. I just wanted to show you this because I had these handy, this kind of a thing. But, Oh, I want to show you something else I got. Let's see. I hope it's right here. Otherwise, I'm going to give up. Right here. Okay. So I found this old purse that was in the store. Or that was on, I think, maybe it's Etsy. Look at it. It's all torn apart. And so it was a purse. I took it apart. The inside, look at this old metal trim. It's probably from the 1900s. So I thought I could use this on stuff, but mostly, look at this. Look how beautiful this is. There's another side that wasn't as bad, but see how it just really tears apart. It's just old. But you can use these things for embellishment. So if you saw this in a store, let's see my thing here. So let's say I wanted to put this on here. Kind of like, let's say we want to put this down here like this. In fact, I probably will put something on here like that. Isn't that pretty? Just like that. You just would tack it down and sew it just like we've been doing. And it's just really pretty. Little bits and pieces. So if you go to a thrift store shopping or whatever, and you find things that are kind of tore up, you can get them to not charge you too much for them. California, it's very difficult. But then get that and think, okay, I'm going to use this for something. I don't know what, but something. So maybe we'll come up with something to somehow to use this one. Let's give you more room here. Maybe we'll come up with some way to use this on something. But it's the metal trim. It's just gorgeous. So I got that because I don't think it was very much either, because it's torn apart, and it would be really hard to mend it just because, it's just torn apart. So, but I'm going to use some of this little, it's so pretty. Look at it. It's like really small stitches. Oh, here's the other side. Really small stitches. So I'll put that probably somewhere. Just little bits and pieces of stuff. So I want to encourage you, like if you're saying, well, I want to make this, but I don't have any of these things. Well, go out to a thrift store. I don't know I know they call them different things in different countries, but like here, there's a Goodwill, Salvation. Go to places like that and see what you can find, and think of it as its separate parts, not as the whole. So let's say there's some kind of, jacket or something you really like, or that is way huge, too big, has holes or stains or whatever. Get it anyway and figure out how you can use the parts of it that you like. I kind of want to I have a thought in my mind of something I want to do. I don't want to say what it is yet because I don't have the components, but I want to do, and it might require some leather. So I'm thinking, okay, how could I find, you go to maybe one of these shops has an old leather jacket, skirt. It doesn't matter what it is, pants, whatever. And I might be able to convert something like that, and it wouldn't cost much. Oh, well, these are just ideas. So I just wanted to encourage you to think outside of the box and use things that you wouldn't normally ordinarily use. So I love this one. I used to collect these. I use them. I do something with them. I don't know what. I want to see. I had some other ones in this thing here. that aren't as pretty. Like there's this, I have this, I got this from somewhere. It doesn't go with the colors right there. Or this, is that the same guy? Look at that guy, that's pretty. I have a few things. There's a pretty thing, that could have gone on there. So I had bought these a while back, and they're just sitting here. I forgot I even had them. I like to go, this, now, yeah, this is a woven one too. So I want to get, I want the one that are sort of woven, but you know, you don't have to use the woven ones. If you found something you liked, just, you know, stuff like that. I saved that off of an edge of a selvage right here. It says winter, it has cute birds on it. So, I mean, there's many things you can find. Now, this one is not stitched, I don't think. But I liked it because of the font here. And so, you know, you find these things. It's kind of fun. This one, sportswear. Mostly on clothing they have them, but you know, you can find them any, you know. So I don't know. I had bought these, like I said, years ago. Ooh, this one's cool. Look at this one. If you can see it, it's sort of, it's silvery. I like that one. I was looking at my husband. He found some, what's the guy's name? Anyway, a dry cleaner lost his shirt, and then so he could choose another one out of the ones that were not claimed, you know, that they had. Oh, here's a big long thing. Something like, see, this is a really long one. This might have been a Tim Holtz. It's distressed appearance. That's kind of funny, but it has the little guys on there. Anyway, so he got turned on to these shirts, Robert Graham. They're very expensive. So they traded him for whatever he lost, but whatever they lost of his. But what was so funny is that he didn't know anything about him, so he got it. When he looked it up online, it was like a $250 shirt. Well, he's not going to spend. Oh, here's part of one. He's not gonna spend that much. You know, we don't have that kind of money. But what's so funny about it is that. So then he started buying some on eBay, stuff like that. But I looked at all theirs. They have really cool stuff. If you look up Robert Graham shirts somewhere, and you'll see like they have the stitching is opposite. Like on one side is like they do all this. Well, I'm going to go find one of his shirts. I'll show you. Okay, here's one of his shirts. It's pretty tame compared to his other shirts. But it has opposite. Look at this. So under the stuff, under the facings are all really cool. They are a stitcher's delight. I want to get a hold of it and take everything off of it. But some of them have, this whole thing would be different. The placard thingy here. So here's the, look inside the collar, under the collar. Check that out. Here it has his name on Robert Graham. Okay, sorry. On the inside, has his big name and a different stitching. Just the door, and they have wild. Look on eBay or someplace, or even go to their site. They have some that are $500. Just crazy amounts of money. But he had all of his short sleeve ones in there, so I couldn't find the long sleeve ones. But I was wondering where this thing was. I was looking all over for it. But anyway, they're just amazing shirts. But if you happen to find something like that in your when you're outing, they have really cool stitching on them like that. So look up Robert Graham. I want to hear what you guys say. They're a stitcher's dream. They're just kind of wild. They're just a little bit wild is all. But anyway, so I'm going to post this. I haven't finished the inside yet. We'll work on it. We'll continue to work on it. I just need to rest my hands right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, all your kind comments, all the new subbies. Hello. I don't know why I have a big influx of subbies lately. I don't know if somebody mentioned me. I don't know, but I want to welcome you all and thank you for subscribing. And I give away a lot of stuff, so, probably have a giveaway soon. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.